Continues to be the story
Yes.
yet again. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris with our First Alert forecast.
And the story is Hurricane Milton, which has winds of 155 miles per hour. So a strong Category 4 hurricane still in the southern Gulf of Mexico, Rick and Lana. What I want to do is go to our satellite presentation from yesterday. This is unbelievable. When First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey and I were at work yesterday morning at 4:30, this was a Category 1 storm. By the time we left, it was a Category 4 before eventually becoming a Cat 5 with 180 mile per hour winds. You can see this, Lana and Rick, on the satellite presentation. Look at that eye that is just spinning across the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. It's going to loop again. This is an unbelievable satellite presentation. This is when Milton rapidly intensified yesterday, and now notice that eye kind of disappears and it's wobbling a little bit. That's why the winds have come down since yesterday. We have what we call an eye wall replacement cycle happening right now, so not quite as strong as it was yesterday, but it's not impossible for Milton to fluctuate in intensity throughout the day. So it may become a Cat 5 again today and then back down to a Cat 4. Either way, a major hurricane will continue here as Milton starts to move toward the north and east and head toward Florida. So landfall is expected Wednesday night. It will be between Tampa and Sarasota again Wednesday night as a major hurricane. And what's interesting here is this storm is expected to remain a major hurricane as it tracks through central Florida, impacting people like in Orlando, which is way away from the coast there. So this will be a big deal for central Florida. And we already have hurricane warnings that are in effect for central Florida right now. But here's another thing that's interesting as of today. So right now the storm is fairly tight in terms of its wind field, but that wind field is expected to double by the time it actually gets to the Florida coast. And because of that, Lon and Rick, we've had to add a tropical storm watch that now includes the Georgia coast. This is because of tropical storm force wind gusts that will be possible as far as like Savannah, maybe even Charleston. And that's because, again, that wind field is expected to double by the time it gets close to Florida. So not only a Florida issue, but also an issue for the Georgia coast and perhaps the Carolinas. So here is our high resolution forecast model. I've taken it away from North Georgia and brought it down into the Gulf of Mexico so we can track Milton together. And as you can see, Milton gets closer and closer to Florida. So this is also important. Florida's already been seeing some rain this week. The rain specifically associated with Milton will start today, actually, tonight going into Wednesday. And then the heaviest will start to approach the Tampa and Sarasota area. This is by Wednesday evening, landfall Wednesday night. And here's that rain that's impacting Jacksonville all the way up to the Georgia coast and even the Carolinas, which is one of the reasons why that tropical storm watch is out. And then by the time we get into Thursday afternoon, Milton will start to move into the Atlantic Ocean. Closer to home for North Georgia, no impacts whatsoever. It's just cooler here because of a cool front. So 59 in Atlanta, 56 degrees in Marietta. We will see mostly sunny skies for the rest of the week. Our highs will drop into the upper 70s for the most part. Lows will continue to drop in the mornings. We're going to go from 58 Wednesday morning to 53 Friday morning, 52 Saturday morning. So a jacket will certainly be necessary in Metro Atlanta as you get out the door this week. Plenty of sunshine and no first alerts.